Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 17 of The Road to Glory with Kyle Adams and Summit Wrestling. Now, today's episode, we're going to start off by applying for the two cult companies, Golden Combat. Ooh, oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot that one was just created just this month, so we probably won't be applying for that, seeing as it's a local company and, we don't really need to. But we will be applying for Golden Canvas Grappling. Now, we might not actually be able to get these jobs purely for the fact that the owner is the current booker. However, we're going to... Yeah, there we go. Request denied. He thinks he's the best man for the job, so we're going to apply for these head booker jobs, but like I said, they're probably not going to happen. I mean, the occults, probably a similar sort of thing. As you can see, request denied. So, yeah, unfortunately it's gonna leave us not in a bad position. We're just gonna have to sort of wait, or either wait for a decent job to come up, possibly maybe a TCW. I assume they're cult, as you can see they are. Still have Rocky Golden, which is interesting. Brent Hill, still their current head booker. There are probably a few more. US Pro, cult as well, so we can apply for them if Robbie Sanchez gets fired or whatever. Any other ones? We've probably got north of the border. They might be national. Yeah, they are national. We can probably just filter by size, can't we? Alright, so there we go. 21st century. That'd be a very interesting job to get. I've never actually used 21st century before. Let's filter again. We'll go max size cult as well. There we go. So those two probably not going to take us. Pride Glory. Now that would be a massive job to get. Would actually be pretty difficult due to the fact that Burning Hammer is national, and of course, I mean, most of Japan's still probably recovering from the tsunami. You got RevPro. Not RevPro, Raw. Revolution Australia. Why did I say RevPro? I was completely thinking about something different for a second there. But as you can see, they're another company I've never actually used, despite them being Australian. I usually go for APW or DIW. TCW and US Pro, as I mentioned. And then World Level Wrestling, WLW. I did try and use WLW in the past. Didn't go for very long. But that'd be another really beneficial company for Kyler to go into. A lot of high-level workers there, similar to Pride Glory as well. They'd both be pretty decent in terms of, him developing and the ease of which we could go to cult as well. Anyway, let's just advance, because we're not going to be hired for any jobs here today, unfortunately. Just straight up getting denied. Gargantuan signing a new contract with Golden Canvas. Canadian Golden Combat. I'm all over the place today. Absolutely all over the place. Anyway, let's book our first Survivor episode or show of the month. Got quite a few issues here, actually. Marcel. Then we got Ralph as well. Ralph is annoyed. We got Marv, who's gotten worse as a result of my handling of the incident. And then finally, Wrestler's Court, where Mobstar has decided to improve his behavior, which is a positive thing there. I think we're going to have to try and get rid of Marcel. Let's do a major prank on Max Smith. There we go. And it increased our backstage rating by 1 point, so Pretty happy with that. Alright, so let's get booking. We'll start off with... Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted Kyler... Before we do that, let's go back to the roster. Because I want Kyler to try and improve... If you saw the end screen, end of stat screen at the last episode, Kyler's selling is only at a C+, and I really want to get that to a B- or a B as fast as possible. So basically, I want to have Kyler verse the best sellers that we currently have. So I want to look for great selling. We've got Bob Casey, Dean Waldorf, Ernest Youngman, and Sonny Wildside. So yeah, basically, I just want him to verse all four of these people. I guess we can start off with Dean Waldorf. So Dean Waldorf taking on Kyler Adams. Should be a pretty good match. Okay, we'll give Dean the victory. Actually, we'll leave it blank. Hopefully, Kyler will win anyway. Next match, we'll go with El Mitico. And he can take on the new champion after last episode, Callie Slick. Pretty much out of nowhere. That can be the main event. I think we'll put the title on the line. Yeah. Might even be able to call the match, I think. 72 psychology, 73. Yeah, we can call that, I think. So we'll call it in ring. Then we'll have a tag team match. Let's have the Suffering take on... Who can they take on? Giddy Kato and Marcel Lafleur. We'll give Seth the victory, just to try and combat that loss that he had for the title. We'll go one more singles match. Let's go with Ernest, and he can take on Kid Fantastic. Relatively easy match there for Ernest. Alright, let's chuck our angles in. We'll go with Callie Slick. The champ. Then we can go with Kyler. Suppose we can throw Dean in there. Not rated on anything, but... Let's we'll reduce that by 2 minutes, and then we'll reduce this by 2 minutes as well. And there we go, we can add one more angle as a result. And we'll give that one to Ernest. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's run that first show. Alright, so we start off with a 50D+. We've got the Ernest Youngman angle. Starting the show off in a nice way. His match also getting a 50D+. We've got Ernest Youngman defeating Kid Fantastic in 820 by pinfall with the hit. And we also have Kid Fantastic improving in performance skills. We then move on to a 63C rated angle. Kyler Adams rated on entertainment. Basically just cutting a bit of a promo on Dean Waldorf. And Jenny helped Kyler, despite not actually being in the angle. The match does pretty well, 53C-. You have Kyler Adams defeating Dean Waldorf in 9:55 by pinfall with a K-trigger. So there we go, Kyler does actually win, despite me leaving the winner blank, which is good. Hopefully we'll get some increases in the selling for Kyler, which is what is kind of lacking at the moment in the performance row. The tag match getting a 56 C-. We've got the Suffering defeating Gideon Couture and Marcel Lafleur in 10:26 when Seth defeated Gideon by submission with a Minnesota stretch. And Marcel was the weak link. And he was also off his game. So, yeah, Marcel's on the way out, I think. Which is unfortunate, but I guess it's time. You know, he's got a simmering tension, or he's got issues with Kyler. He's also the only negative influence we have backstage, so I think his time is up. We then go to a 63 C-rated entertainment angle from Kelly Slick, of course the new champ. And the main event getting a 68 C+, very nice. We've got Kelly Slick defeating El Mitico Jr. in 20 minutes 4 seconds by pinfall with a slick back. And Kelly Slick makes defense number 1 of his Summit North American title. Also beating El Mitico's in-ring performance there as well. With a 66 to El Mitico's 61. Very impressive. And he's also improving in technical skills, so I think the game making him champion was pretty beneficial for us. Overall show rating, I think that might be our best show ever. 50 D+. I'm thinking that's our best show ever, 100%. Let's go check that. I wasn't expecting that, but I mean, Kelly Slick and El Mitico putting on a great match. I mean, we had a few other C minuses in there. Let's have a look. Summit Wrestling. And top 100 events. Survivor March, yeah, 50 D+, beating out Gold Rush by 1 point. And the top 100, let's go to matches. Yeah, that was our best match by 6 points. I mean, we hadn't even gotten a C+ before. And our second best match, also Kelly Slick defeating Sunny Wildside. Wow. Yeah, wasn't expecting that. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Alright, what I'm going to do now is we're going to go to Marcel. We'll negotiate a new contract for him. 1 appearance. Wants 370, that's fine. And have it for his last appearance, there we go. Probably won't get it signed before this next show, so we'll have to deal with this problem for another episode or another show. Still at 33 popularity. Bit of an issue there with Felipe, but he's going to be fine. Alright, so what is El Mitico selling? It's a B-. Not too bad, but we'll go Ernest Youngman taking on Kyle Adams in the main event. 20-minute match. Yeah, that's going to be called as well. And I think we'll give Ernest the victory, if I'm honest. There we go. Then we want to have the tag match. I kind of want to have Angel of Mercy and Samael. Now, I was thinking about bringing in a tag team partner for Samael. I did have a suggestion on, I think, episode 15. Aldous Blackfriar. I thought that was a good suggestion, but I kind of want to bring in another masked wrestler. I was thinking about Slayer from Oli. We can have a look at him in a second, but let's just do this tag match here for a second first. And we'll have Venomous Death take on these two. 10. Let's go 20. I want to have Samael get the victory. I mean, maybe that should it be the main event? I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? Let's have a look at Kyla's popularity. We've got 31. Ernest is 34. But I'm thinking that these two are probably more popular. 41 for Samael. And then I think, yeah, Angel 41 as well. I think we'll make this one the main event. Yeah. And then we'll have one other match. Let's go with Mobstar, and he can take on... he can take on Ralph. 8-minute match, Mobstar to get the victory. Of course, the Long Beach Mafia. Pretty dominant at the moment. Alright, so let's do a couple of angles as well. I want to have Ernest and Kyla together, both rated on entertainment. I want to see how well that will do. Then we want a menace angle from Mobster. And finally, we'll do... I think Mercy can do entertainment. Yeah. So we'll do an entertainment menace angle. Alright, there we go. That's pretty good. Let's run that. So we start off with a 58 C- for Kyla and Ernest. Not too bad. Their match gets a 60 C, so hopefully that main event does beat it. But we have Ernest Youngman defeating Kyla Adams in 1946 by a pinfall with the hit. No improvements. We then move into a 48D+. We've got the angle, menace angle with Mobster. His match only getting a 42D as Mobster defeated Ralph Liotta in 8-10 by pinfall with a flattener DDT. Only a 22 in-ring performance there from Ralph. We then go to a 62C. It's a little bit lower than I thought it would be. Angle between Angel of Mercy and Samael. And the main event does not do as well. Getting a 55 C-. We got Angel of Mercy and Samael defeating Venomous Death in 2016. When Samael, the accuser, defeated Avalanche Chicano by pinfall with a Poison of God. Yeah, interesting. I mean, we had a 57 for Avalanche and a 56 there for Samael. Just a little bit unfortunate that I probably should have kept faith in Ernest and Kyla. Overall show rating getting us a 45D. And still increasing the popularity, which is great. Alright, CZCW offering a contract to Austin Smooth. It's pretty interesting. I mean, he's very, very good, so fair play to them. And this is Marcel's contract. So basically, we're going to have to get someone else in to replace him. So let's, I have two ideas. So we can go with Slayer. He's 41 years old, though. He's relatively good. Can work in the USA. As you can see, he's solid enough. Stamina going to be a bit of an issue, but he will only be used in 20-minute tag matches at sort of a maximum. So I feel like he'll be good enough. He's also good on the mic, so you know, we could even do a double menace promo from these two, from Samael and Slayer. The other option, so we'll shortlist him. But the other option would be Hush. Now, Hush is much younger. As you can see, only 26 years old. Probably not as good yet, as you can see. Better star quality. Better stamina there as well. But I'm just wondering if... I mean, he's also really cheap. He's only 500 per show. So, yeah. I mean, he's obviously not over in America at all. So, again, we'll need to do a little bit of work on him. I'm leaning towards Hush. I mean, in theory, they can kind of play off each other relatively well. You know, Hush basically preventing people from talking, or, you know, I mean, that's part of his gimmick. As you can see, storyline being that he was going after opponents' throats in an effort to silence them. So we got Hush trying to silence people. You got Samael, who's the accuser, accusing people. And yeah, I don't know, it feels right almost. So let's do that. We need to bring someone in anyway. Just trying to get the best deal possible. So 350 downside, 500 per appearance. All right, there we go. Actually, we could also bring in... I did want to bring in Gravedigger at some stage. And Gravedigger, he's pretty decent as well. He's not as good as Cali Slick or Mobstar, but, you know, he's up there. Good stamina. Star quality is not too bad. He's got really good color commentary. That's strange. Only going to be 600 per appearance. Trouble with the lore, similar to Mobstar, but yeah, that's fine. And he's relatively over already, so I think we bring him in to be a part of the Long Beach Mafia. Actually, let's have a look at something else. I just want to try and get the best possible. We want a black, I guess, I mean, that doesn't have to be American, but can work in USA. Yep, that works out pretty well. Hustle Mother. He would be really good. On a similar level, got really good overness there as well. We'll try good. See what comes up. I mean, Ace is high. I would love to bring him in, but it's just a very negative influence just really puts you off. I mean, Buster Cap. He's not too bad either. Similar sort of mold. Good star quality. I mean, he's from the West Coast as well. What's his popularity? It's pretty over. 27. Too soon? Yeah, too soon. He's not too bad either. Xavier Reckless. I think we'll go with yeah, Buster Cap. He's a little bit older, but I think he'll be pretty beneficial. Only going to be 800 per appearance as well, so a little bit cheaper. Yeah, he's going to be 800. All right, there we go. We've got Buster Cap coming in as well. To sort of round off, for now, round off the trio of the Long Beach Mafia. Alright, so there's Hush. We'll chuck him in a lower mid card. I don't really want to start people off as enhancement talent, even if their popularity is like very, very low. I mean, another good, a good thing we could look for is possibly new debutantes within the or newly generated regens and stuff like that within the universe or database. Had to give Cobra. Ooh, there, Bret Heartbreak. I kind of want to sign him straight away. He's got 74 selling as well. ELPF. Is that his dad's company? No. That's his dad's company. So he's going straight for this company. I wonder if he was... Let's have a look at his profile. So he just entered in March, and he wasn't picked up with anyone. So he didn't go straight to Euro Wrestling All Stars. I think we'll bring him in as well. So we're signing a few people this episode, sort of impromptu a little bit. All right, there we go. Only going to be 300 per appearance. Bret Heartbreak, 18 years old. Back in TEW 2013, I had him and Matty Faith as my two feuding champions. Good times. That was back with CZCW. Had a really good sort of save. Wasn't doing videos at that time, but yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. Ooh, Buster Cap's coming in as a main eventer as well. Okay. Number 4 in the franchise players. Wasn't really expecting that. All right, let's advance to Survivor. Let's fine him. All right, so Angel of Mercy improving his behavior there as well. We're going to get rid of Marcel, so that's fine. Let's do a major prank on Marcel. Yeah, backfired. Kind of expected that. Anyway. We're up to 34 popularity in the Mid-South now, which is good. 1 point away, well, 2 points away from a D- popularity. All right, so first things first. Actually, let's do Bob Casey and Kyler. Again, this month or this episode, we're really just trying to focus on Kyler Adams and getting his selling up a little bit. Fourth time repetition, that's fine. Then we want a tag match. We need to add another tag team. We need to do the Long Beach Mafia 2. So there we go. And that's going to be Kelly Slick and Buster Cap. So we'll save that. And then add another tag team. And it's going to be Long Beach Mafia 3. There we go. And that is going to be Buster Cap and Mobstar. There we go. And I guess we can change that to number 1. Yep, alright. I don't want to make their finisher the boardwalk. I feel like that'd be a cool finisher. Let's do it. Actually, I'm not sure if we'll do it yet. Yeah, we'll save it as it is. I might make it their finisher. I'm gonna try and think of something a bit more creative. Alright, so let's book the tag team match. Let's have Long Beach Mafia 3. So Buster Cap gonna make his debut. And they're gonna verse Samael and Hush. Just want to test out, I guess, both of these teams, see if there's any negative chemistry. And we're going to give the victory to Buster Cap, and he's going to pin Hush. There we go. We need a main event. Do another tag match. Let's go with the Suffering. Suffering and the Ring Generals. Have we done that yet? Oh, Marv's injured. I forgot about that from last episode. Let's go with Ernest and Austin. No, Ernest and Sonny. Yeah, I like that. Give it 20 minutes. And we'll give Ernest the victory. Script it. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Let's do our angles. Let's go with Ernest and Sonny. And we need Kyler to have his own angle. Actually, I think we'll add one more match. Almost forgot to use Marcel. And then Long Beach Mafia will go 1 Entertainment, 1 Menace. So Mobstar on Menace and Buster Cap on Entertainment. Also need to add Buster Cap to the storyline. There we go. That one up there, and then add one more match. Let's go with El Mitico. Perfect. And we'll work the crowd with that match as well. There we go. Marcel will be finished. And El Mitico, hopefully, will gain a little bit of popularity from that. So we start off with a 47D. El Mitico Jr. defeating Marcel Lafleur in 10-11 by pinfall with a Northern Light suplex. No improvements. We then go into a 49D+. We got the debut of Buster Cap. I mean, his rapper gimmick got an initial rating of poor, but that's fine. I don't think our product really cares about gimmicks too much. Their match getting a 51D+, not too bad. Long Beach Mafia 3 defeated Samael the Accuser and Hush in 10-24, when Buster Cap defeated Hush by pinfall with a Mafia kick. I didn't even realize that was his finisher, but that is literally perfect. His finishing move is called the Mafia kick. No way, I just realized that. Samael the Accuser and Hush had great chemistry when teaming together. That is perfection. In my head, I thought it might have been negative, but I'm glad it's great. That really puts them together. And they're definitely going to be a tag team to reckon with in the near future. But yeah, Hush debuts his Psycho gimmick. Initial rating of great, so that's perfect as well. And we also have Samael and Hush, both improving. Samael in flying skills and Hush in performance. Perfect. That's a really solid debut by both of these workers, to be honest. I mean, Buster Cat with a perfect finishing move, Mafia kick, and then Hush having great chemistry with Samael. We then go into a 62C rated angle from Kyler Adams. His match getting a 34E+, terrible. And yeah, Kyler Adams defeated Bob Casey in 8:22 by pinfall with a K trigger. And he got a penalty, as it was the 4th time the match has been done recently. Still a 51 in-ring performance there from Kyler, so not too bad. We then go to a 49D+, the main event angle with the team of Ernest and Sonny. And the main event does pretty well, getting us a 62C. We've got Ernest Youngman and Sonny Wildside defeating the Suffering in 1956, when Ernest Youngman defeated Seth Whitehead by pinfall with the hit. And apparently Felipe sustained a bruised tailbone in this match. We also have Seth improving in Rumble skills. Yeah, there we go. Bruised tailbone for Felipe. Overall show rating getting us a 46D, so still, right up there. Obviously a little bit lower than that first show we did on this episode. But yeah, still increasing popularity in the Mid-South region, which is perfect. And there we go, Marcel Lafleur is gone. Alright, here is Bret Heartbreak. His negotiations. Going to come in as a heel as well. Now, I'm still not sure on what region we want to do next. Our popularity in the tri-state is 2, which is more or less the lowest, apart from New England. We got pretty good popularity in the Midwest, Southeast, and Southwest, obviously with our spillover. One of those regions would be the smartest. Preferably Southeast or Southwest. Let's have a look. Southeast and Southwest. Yeah, I mean, Southwest, 95%. Also a 95% community size, so the Southwest is looking pretty good. It definitely is. As our second region to try and push towards Cult. Let's give everyone an auto push right now. We'll just have to go through and we'll have a little look. Austin Smooth dropping down to a mid-carder. Bob Casey still a mid-carder somehow. Brett is enhancement, but we'll bump him up. Actually, we'll bump him up to opener. Buster Cat main eventer, Cali Slick main eventer, Canadian Crusher is an opener as well. He's been with us for a while, so I think he deserves to go lower mid-card. Cobra, now a lower mid-carder. We'll keep him as a mid-carder, because that's where I sort of see him. Dean's a main eventer. El Midico mid-card. Ernest main event. Felipe mid-card, that's fine. TEW, yeah, lower mid-card's probably about right. Hush is an opener. Put that into lower mid-carder. A fantastic lower mid-card, that's fine. Tyler's dropped down to a mid-carder now as well. I will actually make him an upper mid-carder, purely for the fact that he does need the angles, so that's fine. Logan, lower mid card. We'll bump him up to a mid carder as well. Marv Statler is an upper mid carder. Mobstar, upper mid card. Ralph is an opener. Deserves to be a lower mid carder. Rob Reynolds dropped it. I think he was upper mid card last time, I think. So he's dropped down to mid card. Samael upper mid carder as well. Same as Seth Whitehead. And Sunny Wildside is a mid carder as well. Okay. Title prestige up to a B+, which is crazy. But our next main event, it's going to be a triple threat. And it's going to be... It was a suggestion from episode 15. And basically it's going to be a triple threat match between El Mitico, Kyle Adams, and Samael the Accuser. I have to say our backstage rating is really not doing too well at the moment. Alright, so a triple threat to determine the number one contender. El Mitico, Kyler Adams, and Samael the Accuser. 20-minute match. We'll leave it blank as well. Call in ring. Check Samael. Yeah, he can call. Yeah, he can call. That's fine. Then we want to... Let's do another tag team match. Long Beach Mafia 2, so Cali Slick and Buster Cap. And we want them to take on Canadian Crusher. And where is he? Bret Heartbreak. Give him his debut. 10-minute match. Cali Slick to get the pinfall. Chuck that one up there. We'll go a singles match. And we'll have Angel of Mercy take on Austin Smooth. So that's a pretty good match in its own right. What's Austin's popularity? It's very low. Angel of Mercy to get the win. Get the win? The victory. Trying to say win and victory at the same time. So we'll chuck that one up there. I suppose we can go one more singles match. Let's go with Logan. And he can take on... Yeah, Rob Reynolds. I haven't used him this episode. I think we'll give Logan the victory. Yeah, I like that. There we go. Alright, so for our main event angle, I want Samael, Kyla, and El Medico all going to be in the angle. Samael Menace, of course. And then we'll go entertainment for both Kyla and for El Medico. We want a Long Beach Mafia promo as well. Ali Slick. And Buster Cap. And finally, if we take a minute off here, we can actually do one more promo. Let's try Angel of Mercy by himself. We'll see how that does, because he's actually got pretty high popularity. Alright, let's run the show. So we started with a 47D, Angel of Mercy with his entertainment angle. His match getting a 50D+. We've got Angel of Mercy defeating Austin Smooth in 9:35 by submission. I do need to put his finisher in. We had a really good suggestion as well in the comment section. And I think that was... Can't remember what it was. I have to go back and check. But we will do that. Should probably have these things ready to go. Anyway, we move on to a 56 C- for the Long Beach Mafia angle. Their match getting a 49 D+. We got Long Beach Mafia 2 defeating Canadian Crusher and Bret Heartbreak in 941 when Cali Slick defeated Bret Heartbreak by pinfall with a slick back. Hockey Youth gimmick for Bret getting an initial rating of awful, so that's interesting. Still getting a 31 in-ring performance though for his debut. Very, very interesting, very decent as well. And a 59 in-ring from Cali Slick there, perfect. We've got two improvements, both the Bret Heartbreak is improving in flying skills and performance skills, so I mean he's got loads of potential. Anyway, moving on to a 39 D-, really bad match. We've got Logan defeating Rob Reynolds in 919 by submission with a Boston Crab, and Reynolds was off his game. No improvements. We then go into the main event angle, getting a 63C. We've got Samael the Accuser, Tyler Adams, and El Mitico. And the main event, probably in my mind, and I'm sure a lot of you probably expected this to be a little bit better than a 58C-. But Samael the Accuser getting the victory, defeating El Mitico Jr. and Kyler Adams in 1932 when Samael defeated El Mitico by pinfall with a Poison of God. And we also have Samael improving in Rumble skills, so good for him. And he's our new #1 contender. So for Continental Divide at the end of the month, let's make it a steel cage match. Just so the Long Beach Mafia can't get involved. And it's going to be Cali Slick taking on Samael the Accuser. I like that, a cage match. I mean, Samael, he's sort of a cage veteran. Of course, he versed Kyler in the first ever steel cage match. That's good. Overall show rating getting a 44D. So again, still very similar, still increasing popularity. And it's what, 2 points less? Which is it's perfectly fine. I mean, a D+ would have been a little bit better. I think the D+ actually gains you more popularity. But that's fine. Alright, so Canadian Crusher wants a bit of momentum. I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, up to 34 importance now in the South, Mid-South. Starting to already think about the Southwest over there. I think that's definitely going to be the option we go for. And then I think we once we get Cult, we can get onto a relatively good Mexican television station. So I think we go for that. Because I sort of looked at broadcasting a little bit. Basically, there is this other TV station. This one here, Canal Uno. But I think you need to be national. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, 44D in 3 regions. I mean, Southwest is there, so interesting. We could do Mid-South, Southwest, and then maybe one of the Mexican regions. This one would actually be easier to get onto to begin with. Only with tiny broadcasting though in the US. It's all very difficult in regards to TV. It really is quite difficult, especially for a regional company. But I am thinking that the Mexican channels are probably our best bet. As you can see, we're 10 popularity in northern Mexico, so we should get some more spillover once we go to D minus, possibly, or it might be a D. I'm not 100% sure. But as you can see, once we get up more popularity in the mid-south, we'll still get the spillover into the southwest, and then hopefully northern Mexico will go up a little bit as well. And I think they might be the 3 regions we try and target. Because if we can get a TV deal for these weekly shows, we'll be gaining a lot of TV money, and that's only going to help. And then again, being in Mexico, getting the popularity from Mexico, that is also going to help us when we decide to try and go national, as you need a more popularity in different regions. That's for international, but you get the point of what I'm trying to say. National focuses on America, and then international will focus on, Mexico or Canada or whatever other region you decide to do. So, there's some future benefits from doing things the way I want to do them at the moment. But it's also going to benefit us financially a lot doing it that way. And again, we still need the popularity in the Southwest to get to, can't remember, is it 47 importance or something like that? I think it is. In the 2 regions of the USA. We can have a look at that in a second. Alright, so Felipe's fully fit. And Samael has relocated to the Mid-South. Alright, so let's have a quick look. So, yeah, 47 importance in 2 regions of America. So that'll be Mid-South and, like I said, Southwest. And then, yeah, we just need to get, how much popularity? Was it 30? I think it was 30, wasn't it? Yeah, so 30 popularity to get on Los Deportes Hoy. And then eventually, once we get the popularity for La Red de la Lucha, which is 44 in those same regions. Once we get that, then we'll be able to jump from this station to this station. As you can see, small in the 2 regions, or the main 2 regions in the USA. Puerto Rico's not exactly that relevant. And then medium in Mexico, as opposed to very small. So it's definitely a massive step up. And I think that's kind of the route we want to be taking at the moment. And I think the financial benefits of TV money, along with, our normal sort of attendance income, once we get to a certain level, we might be able to even afford, really, Marv Statler native impact. That's frustrating. Yeah, we might even be able to open our own broadcaster at some stage. If we have I think 15 million for small or very small. Anyway, who do we need to verse? We need Kyler to verse. I think there was one more person who has really good selling. And we want him to verse him. Sunny Wildside. Okay. Of course, sort of tag team partners. So we'll do this. We'll go Sunny Wildside taking on Kyler Adams. Don't really want to make it the main event, but I think we might. Yeah, let's make it the main event. We'll give Kyler the victory. I mean, Sonny's unhappy. We'll leave it blank. That's fine. There we go. Then we'll have a tag team match. So we need to make a team for Samael and Hush. I'm going to leave it to you guys. What is the tag team name going to be? Please leave a comment down below. The new team, I mean, we'll put a few question marks here. And it's going to be for Samael and Hush. Is that fine? All right, there we go. So yeah, please let me know down below any suggestions for a tag team name between Samael and Hush. I think they're a pretty cool looking tag team. Of course, both Mexican from Mexico. And they got the great chemistry together, so it does kind of work. And basically, they're going to be taking on Long Beach Mafia #1. I mean, maybe this should be the main event. Probably not. I mean, Hush is only a lower mid-card. So we'll have Cali Slick get the victory onto Hush. And we'll have open, scripted, and decisive. Then we'll do a... Let's do a triple threat. Don't do them too often. But let's go with some mid-carders. So El Mitico, Austin Smooth, and Felipe Caballero. Should be a really good match. We'll leave it blank as well. And we'll book one more match. Let's get Bret Heartbreak on the card. And he can take on Avalanche Takano. Definitely a good worker for him to hopefully develop some more skills with. And that one can go there. Alright, let's do our angles. So we'll go with... I think we'll go Kyler by himself, because he does pull a bit of a higher rating by himself. Then we'll go El Mitico angle. Actually, let's go all three. So El Mitico, Austin, and finally, who was the last one? Felipe? There we go. We'll go... Ooh. Yeah, I guess we'll just go Long Beach Mafia. Actually, do we want to go... Yeah, we'll go Long Beach Mafia. Cali Slick and Mobstar. Alright, perfect. Another really good show, I think. A little bit worried about the main event, but that's okay. We'll see how it does. So we start off with a 59C for the Long Beach Mafia. It's actually a bit better than it was last time, I think. Happy about that. Their match does really well. 57C-. We've got Long Beach Mafia defeating Samael and Hush in 10-24 when Cali Slick defeated Hush by pinfall with a slick back. And Hush was the weak link. No improvements. Moving on to a 51D+, we got Avalanche Takano defeating Bret Heartbreak in 9:28 by submission with a Takano crossface. Nice move. We then go into a 49D+ for the triple threat angle. The match does really well with a 59C. We've got Felipe Caballero defeating El Mitico Jr. and Austin Smooth in 9:53. And Felipe defeated Austin Smooth by pinfall with a Caballero drop. El Mitico with a 59 in-ring performance there. Lots of worker improvements as well. We've got El Mitico improving in performance skills and Felipe improving in Rumble and Technical. Pretty happy with that. We then go to a 68 C+ rated angle from Kyler Adams. Really hope he gets the victory in the main event. And the main event gets a 61C. We do have Kyler Adams defeating Sunny Wildside in 20 minutes 9 seconds by pinfall with a K trigger. Good stuff. And the show, and we get a 48D+, which I think is our third highest rated show, which is pretty decent. And I'm really happy with that C+ promo or angle from Kyler. I mean, his entertainment stats are pretty much almost Bs. They might even be B rated now. But yeah, we'll just have to check in the end of stats screen at the end of the episode. I think we'll do one more show before we end the episode. It's been a bit of a long one. You know, we looked into broadcasting. Obviously, the title of the video is applying for head booker jobs. So, you know, we did that right at the start of the episode. We also signed 3 new workers this episode. So it's been quite a lot. And of course, Kyler has versed the 4 best sellers on our roster as well as versing El Medico, who I think is pretty high up there as well. Anyway, Max Smith improving his behavior, and hopefully Sunny as well. Yep, Sunny Wildside improving. Positive impact there. Alright, let's try and do another rib. Actually, let's do clear the air. We've got quite a few people who are pretty irritated. More just the guys that either have negative momentum or that we don't really use very often. Alright. So for this last show of our episode 17, let's do a tag team main event. Actually, let's do a 6-man for the main event. That sounds pretty good. So let's have Long Beach Mafia. And they can take on Kyle Adams. Well, Semi the Accuser first. Kyle Adams. And finally, Seth? Yes. Seth Whitehead as well. So we'll do that for 20 minutes. Let's leave it blank. Sometimes leaving it blank can be pretty beneficial. Now, can Seth call yet? He still can't call. He still needs more psychology. He's almost there, though. Almost. I guess we'll script it. Slow build, decisive. And then we'll book a couple of singles matches as well. Angel of Mercy can verse Bret Heartbreak. Mercy to get the victory. Then we'll do another match. Let's do Canadian Crusher, and he can verse Hideo Kato. 2 lower mid-carders going at it. Crusher, of course, was complaining about lack of momentum, so we'll give him a victory there. And then finally, we'll do one more match. Let's do Sunny Wildside taking on Dean Waldorf for 10 minutes. Can Dean call? He can. Wow, he's actually pretty good. He's got good selling as well. Oh, that's right. He was one of the top sellers, wasn't he? Alright, so let's do our main event angle first. Let's go with Cali Slick. Actually, yeah, this can be our post main event angle. So we'll go Cali Slick Buster Cap, and Mobster. And then we'll do another angle here. And for this one, we'll go Samael, Kyler, and of course, Kyler's arch nemesis, Seth Whitehead. Teaming up to try and help Samael with his Long Beach Mafia problem. And finally, we'll do an opening angle for Angel of Mercy as well. One other question. Bret Heartbreak, what are his entertainment stats like? I mean, they're not bad, but they're not great at the same time either. That brawling, that is pretty outstanding. Star quality, stamina, selling. I mean, the consistency is dreadful. But these go up really fast. And he's also got really good psychology for an 18-year-old. Sort of similar to Kyler. You know, the starting stats for Kyler. So yeah, there we go. Let's run this last show of the episode. We start off with a 46D Angel of Mercy angle. His match gets a 49D plus. We got Angel of Mercy defeating Bret Heartbreak in 9:46 by pinfall with a top rope knee drop. Interesting finisher there. And apparently these two have great chemistry when versing each other, so that's pretty good to see. And that might be something we look forward to in the future once Bret sort of develops a little bit. We then go into a 37D minus for the two lower mid-carders. We've got Canadian Crusher defeating Gideon Kato in 7:55 by pinfall with a full Nelson Slam. The next match is a 55C minus. We've got Dean Waldorf defeating Sonny Wildside in 10:29 by pinfall with a Waldorf salad toss. And Sonny was off his game. We then go into a 67C plus for the Samael, Kyler Adams, and Seth Whitehead angle before the main event. The main event gets a 61C, so, you know, relatively average. Nothing outstanding. It's not a C plus, but it's pretty good. And we have Samael the Accuser, Kyler Adams, and Seth Whitehead defeating Cali Slick and the Long Beach Mafia. Well, Buster Cap and Mobster, of course, in 2021 when Samael... Oh, it's because we haven't put him in the stable yet. That would be why. When Samael the Accuser defeated Mobster by pinfall with a Poison of God, and Buster Cap was the weak link as he was off his game. That's fine. Pretty good match nonetheless. I'm happy with it. And finally, the ending angle, 59C with the Long Beach Mafia. And basically, they're saying there's no way Samael is going to be able to win the title from Cali. Overall show rating getting us a 47D, so 1 point off a D plus there again. Still increasing the popularity in the Mid-South, which is great. I do apologize if you can hear the rain in the background as it started pouring rain. Slayer's now gotten a divorce from his partner. And yeah, that's going to finish the episode, guys. So please make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know, TEW 2020 content coming out in the future. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of different content as well. Possibly a road to glory a little bit down the line as well. Yeah, as always, guys, take it easy and goodbye.